we are back. Just a regular drink, 2 full-strength cans of G Fuel. Each shift when I work to the cook. Yeah. I used to have like 2 or 3 cans of energy drink this size, just habitually. For a long time I was drinking them like that, then I weaned myself off them. It was tough coming off that much, because they weren't even sugar. Well, back then it was before I switched to the sugar-free alternative, so coming off the sugar and the caffeine at the same time, that was kind of rough. I think it was probably worse than giving up smokes. Oh, yummy. Ooh. I really do love the Zero Ultras. Monster, you want to sponsor me? I'll go back to drinking 4 or 5 of those a day. Amy. Alright. Off we go on an adventure.
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
Yeah.
We're here.
Seeing a lot of hitching today. Don't know why. Didn't get that day when we played.
Every time.
Wild concern.
Can we talk?
What do you need?
Hey, got a favor to ask you.
Already?
Figure while we're out here in the wilderness anyhow, we might stop in on an old friend of mine. Preferably before we get to Hiram's. It's on the way, don't worry. You don't seem the type to run off and get yourself killed, and I could use the help.
I don't plan on doing get myself killed. Just get on with it.
Hey, it ain't easy for me to spill my guts like a cut-up raft, all right?
Alright.
I'll be upfront with you. I hate asking for help. I hate it.
Me too.
Every time I give someone the opportunity to disappoint me, they seem to make it their most immediate goal. But this, what I'm thinking, it's dangerous.
Hashtag relatable. What kind of danger?
Nothing we can't handle.
Alright.
I used to run with a band of hunters. Friends. 6 of us. We were on Monarch when the corporations pulled out, and we helped a lot of people pick up the pieces. I haven't seen 2 of them in years, and the rest I know to be dead. I'd like to gather their effects and bury them all in the same places, like the family we once were.
That I can do.
First, we go to Hayes. I buried him a ways from our encampment. I need to pay my respects. I'll show you where he rests. He had a medallion in his effects. That's what I'll bring home to Barry.
After that?
Then we find my 2 lost trackers and bring them home. A long time ago, we built an encampment in one of Monarch's cave systems. Trouble is, a Mantiqueen showed up and kicked us all out. If we can find Rebecca and Anders, they'll know how to lure her out. Then, we kill the bitch and bury everyone's medallions together.
Okay, sounds fun. Let's do it.
Thanks, Cap.
I got you. Actually, before we do anything else, let's have a quick check of your equipment. So, you have a 20 armor and no helmet, and I have a helmet here for damage to creatures with 18 armor. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay. Okay. Sitting there staring at me. Let's make sure we have the right quest active. There's no specific quest for that.
Good old Stellar Bay. Only place on the planet that don't stink of sulfur. On account of it stinking like fish instead.
Am I the only one getting hungry? You'll be fine. That's the last of them.
Alright, what am I armed with at the moment? Oh, I've got an empty slot. Whoops. Good chunk. Okay, so that's... Alright. Full flat damage.
Here we go. Next one's mine.
Forgot I put the silencer on the
Even
long
get our
gun.
hands dirty.
I was like, where's it going? Phew. Thought it was a glitch for half a second. Then I was like, oh, alright. I haven't fired it since I modded it.
Here they come.
Alright, Nika.
Mess him up.
Yoink!
Down they go. I got another fight.
That was that cower. You had the biggest gun, buddy. You had the biggest gun and the most armor, and you still cowered. You great big wuss. What a Jesse.
Here we go. That was a
Jesus
nice warm-up.
Christ. Glad I gave her the extra damage helmet for the critters. He's just tearing them up. Melting them.
Down they go. Let's show him.
There's three of us waiting for it to break cover. Do, 49 armor, eh? Robot friend, time for you to test my new gun. It's me. Honk. That works just fine. Good chunk.
Mess with us.
You fall on your friend. You fell on your friend. What a way to go. Cool, happy. Energy gun does lovely things to robots. Just like I thought it should. Hello, Amber Heights. You guys alright over there? Sounds good.
Love a good fight.
Don't like this gun much. Doesn't really fit the vibe, does it? As nice as it is to have an energy weapon. Yeah, I guess I could mod the second vermin into an energy gun. That'd probably be the way to go. That didn't feel very cowboy, did it? Alright, do. So, we have to get way over there, and this bridge is out.
Love to get my hands on whatever did that.
Right over there, buddy. I want to look behind you. You said something about spelunking?
What's up?
Where do we go from here?
Let's see. Damn. Bridge is demolished. No matter. There's a trail heading downward along the side of this road. Take it and keep going south.
Trail. And head south, so... Not sure what you're talking about. This? Because that's not south, that's west. Is this the trail? Somebody's damn trail. Alright. Can't bloody see these landmines. Is that what that is? Little glowy spots? What's going on? Might be a glitch. Nope, that's just... Oop, drug addiction. Reject. So saw that one. I do appreciate how they do mines in this game. Like, you're supposed to hide them. In most games you can see them a mile off. This game actually hides them so they serve their purpose, being anti-personnel.
Here we go. Ha! Yeah! Confirmed. Damn, but we're good.
Stop twitching. Freaking me out. Libbit, hello there. Still need to finish this game? Yeah, you do. There's a sequel coming this year. We don't know exactly when this year, but there's a sequel coming this year. Need to finish. I mean, you probably don't need to finish because it's probably not going to be essential to play this game before you play the sequel because the...
You don't have to do this. Just let us down from here.
You know, this game has a full and complete story all on its own, so I don't think they'll be continuing. There might be some crossover characters and stuff like that, thematics. But you should play this game before the sequel comes out anyway, because this game is really, really good. Oh, that was a clean take. There you are. Just wondering where you got to.
Mess with us. Here we go. Score, Captain.
didn't mean what I said about your outfit. It's very fashionable, I swear.
Whoa, I'd pay to see that again.
Me too, Nyoko. Me too. You guys catch that? She was like, I'd pay to see that again. Alright, where'd that body go? Did you have anything interesting on you? It's one of my slight annoyances with this game is sometimes you just can't find a damn body in this grass. Well. Didn't look that. Is it looking out for? Yeah, it really is. Like, they've done a few previews, and they just had a month of IGN First videos where they interviewed the devs and stuff and talked about a bunch of stuff they're changing and keeping and adapting and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, pretty much everything that they're evolving or changing or adjusting from this first game for the sequel seems really excellent idea.
Perfection.
Very much looking forward to it. Worse. Hey. Damn. Yeah, that leads back out again. There is a quest that brings us to this facility. Some sort of side quest. I don't remember what it is. Nothing's stopping me having a look around right now. It's funny, one of the first things the game teaches you is to look behind the toilets because there's a quest for that special weapon that the landing pad guy gives you. I literally don't think there's anything hidden behind any other toilet in the game. Entered mask helmet. Operation. Alright, that'll do for now. Onward. Let's see here. Yeah, there's a gate in front of us. I don't know whether we can get through that gate and loop back down. Let's see. Today really reminded me that I should maybe retire my 2012 MacBook Pro as a studio machine. It's getting so hot running the latest version of Logic Pro. Poor thing. Although it has to be said, the Macs do have a significantly longer useful life than most PCs do, especially notebooks. So you're not doing too bad on that. Already repasted it last year when I swapped the hard drive for an SSD. That i7's just getting a bit old for modern OS, yeah. Still though, what has it been? 13 years? 12 years? Unsealed door. Unsealed, well that was easy. Okay. Looks like we can loop around. So, we have friends. 3 of them, and at least 1 pupper.
Nice, Captain! Someone else will clean this up, right?
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Alright, ooh, big helmet. And heavy weapons and stealth. Stealth and heavy weapon boosts on the same piece of armor. If you say so. If you say so. Okay. Bunch of doggos. Not much else, but there is a container I want to look at, so... Glory kill.
I'm warmed up now.
Like when we get a level up in the middle of time dilation. This is glorious. Okay, what did I say I was going to do? Yeah, let's kick Persuade up so we get that armor penetration at full cower for humans. Ka-chunk. See, now we're deadly and scary. Right, let's see. Science weapon. Movement speed during TTD. That could be good. Yeah, let's do the TTD stuff. Because I'm starting to move a bit during that more often. Now that we have weapons and abilities that support that a bit more. Right, was it worth it? Shore grip, gyrosite, big cartridge, sentry saber. Not particularly. Although I'll take the ammo. Happy with that. And a vortex mace. Oh, can we knock it through here? Damn, we are actually blocked off. Alright, backtrack. Finally home and listening to 80s and 90s music to wind down. Good choice. I was actually listening to the Ghost in the Shell soundtrack, like the original anime, this morning. So I was having trouble settling back down again after I woke up at like 2 a.m. Didn't really put me back to sleep, but did help me relax at least. Such an amazing soundtrack. Especially the opening theme, the extended mix. Right, let's see. Sanity check. Okay, if we push down south, we'll hit the road.
I'd stake my reputation on this being an ambush.
Bunch of amateurs. Sublight should have seen this coming.
Trail of blood leads away from the auto loader. Does it? Trail of blood. This big trail? Is this what you're talking about? It's More pools of blood than trail. Oh. Smuggler tunnel. I don't remember whether I discovered that in my original playthroughs. I think I did. This does feel a bit familiar. Didn't help. There we go. Damn it. Could have swore I shot that. Just a miss. I definitely found this place. I remember coming through all these mines. Okay, bolter pistol. Don't care about that. I'll take the ammo there. Three different types of mines, by the way, too. Hello?
Stay back. I may be wounded, but I'm still armed. How'd you get past my traps anyway?
Blow them up. I've got news. You call those traps? I've seen none of your pills that were more dangerous.
Well, you don't gotta be mean about it. What are you doing out here anyway?
None of your damn business. Actually, you know what? Let's make Allie help with these wounds.
I assume you mean patch him up, not make him bigger. Okay, hold still or this is gonna hurt.
Dealer's choice, Ellie.
That feels a mite better. Wish I had something to give you, but I gnawed through my last Spratwurst an hour ago.
There's a pile of dead sprats back there. What's with little traps anyway?
Things like this makes a handy place to store goods or hide out for a spell. And the traps usually keep gawkers out.
What happened?
Catherine had us making drops for some big shot client out here. And before you ask, I don't know who they are. Or were. The whole point of making drops in the middle of nowhere was to keep their identity and whereabouts a secret.
Get to the part where you're hiding in a cave.
Marauders were waiting for us. They blew the bridge and took off with the shipment.
Marauders at the facility, just west of here?
Sounds right. If you got the sand to go after him, I'm sure Catherine can reward you for your trouble. Me? I'm headed back to Fallbrook, just as soon as I've caught my breath.
Okay, but I'm taking all your shit. Inferno Scythe. Ba-ba-ba-bum, ba-bum. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Consider that your medical bill paid, buddy. Good luck. Transition ladder, not climbing ladder.
I shipped with a merc who had a gun like yours, Nyoka. He polished it, sang to it, slept with it. Not like that, as far as I know.
Sounds like he had himself a discerning palate. Where are you going with this?
He couldn't hit the broadside of an assault cruiser, hence the tin shredder.
Wouldn't be the first man I met bearing compensation for his lack of skill.
Good night. Oops.
Come out and play!
Damn it. Just trying to be cool. Fucked it up. He twitched at the last minute. Cheeky bugger. This time.
Stop!
Down they go!
Get him, girls. Get him.
Like true professionals.
Nice. I honestly, I do not remember the companions being this friggin' effective on my first playthrough. I remember them getting in the way. But I don't remember them kicking this much ass. Okay, sort by value to weight. Alright, what have we got? Oh, that's the old one. We can break that down. Don't need the flamethrowers. Or that. Or that. The Vortex Mace, by the way. If you are doing a melee playthrough, the Vortex Mace are awesome fun. They cause so much bleed. Okay, 2f4 damage with the... Okay, we picked up... Oh, wait. Why is that... Oh, that's because it's damaged. Repair. That's why the damage was so low. That's better. Keep forgetting to keep an eye on that. Okay, so that means... Yep, we can break that down. And that one. And the extra vermins. Keep one to mod. Okay, back down to a manageable weight. Listening to the vendors, Bonnie Tyler, Hart, George Michael. Big Shock. All the awesome shit that was popular with the weird people in the 90s. Hart, George Michael, Bonnie Tyler.
Fallbrook's on the other side
So
of the bridge there if
cliche.
you need a drink. We're only halfway to the mountain, so might consider stopping in.
Do we need to stop in? Nope. Skip it. Copy the classics. I mean, you're not wrong. Excellent selections. You do got to have faith. Fucker, did you shoot me in my head while I was picking the bits off your friends? Fuck you. Who do you think you are? Jeez. Snipe me in the face while I'm looting his friends' corpses. No respect.
Look northwest. That ain't it, but marauders sometimes camp inside the buildings there. Steer clear unless you fancy getting shot. Westbound still. I'll let you know when we can start ascending.
Again, I think there's a quest that eventually sends us to that, so we might leave it alone for now. Stick westbound. Where's my mark? Oh, my marker's underneath the fast travel point for Forlorn.
Going silent.
Right. Target of opportunity. Just, I need 2 or more of you to get nice and close to that barrel. That's what I need. Go, 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 go. Nice. Come on, show me your face.
And that's how it's done, Captain.
That is how it's done, Yoki. Okay, can't get into any of those buildings, folks. Things are all evicted. That one too.
I call this Rotting River, on account of all the dead things I've thrown in it over the years. It'll take you into the Devil's Peak Caverns if you follow it under the bridge. That's one option. Others the slope up. If you're up for some fun, let's chat. What's up?
You mentioned the fun way.
Right. We can take the caverns up, but if you ain't into spelunking, there's a path a little ways north. I'd warn you, it'll be a tough trek. Big bad's up on that hill. I'm game to hunt them if you are, but it'd be safer to stick to the caverns.
If I remember correctly, the big bad she's talking about is a buttload of mantiqueens. Right, let's try the caverns. Pretty sure I've never taken this route. Oh, is this not the cavern she was talking about? It was a different waterfall. That was the same waterfall from before.
This factory offers the loveliest aromas. Like if you...
What were you talking about?
cook boar still for
Fuck
a
it,
sulfur
whatever.
pit.
Here we go. That does it. Time
The
for a
caves
drink.
back east are safest. We can head up this path if you want to shoot your way through a few nightmares on
East.
your way out.
Caves back east. What are you talking about exactly? Can't tell what caves you're talking about. She had a marker for it. What caves? What caves back east? Which ones? Fuck your dog. Fuck you. Fuck your friends.
Bullseye.
Don't mess with us!
Protecting caves? Doesn't seem like you are. Seriously, where are these fucking caves?
What's up? Let's see. South. along the road.
Just told me to go. What? I'd really like to find these caves, but you're not making it easy. It's not a cave, that's just a hollow. Uh-huh. Found their lunch. Right.
What's up?
Where are these fucking caves? Point me
Let's
to
see.
them. Lead me to them.
These caves lead up through the mountain. It ain't the most direct way, but it's the safest.
Yes. Show me where they are. Useless.
If I never smell another raft, it'll be too soon.
Are they
Weren't you a sawbones?
inside here
You
or
ought to have smelled worse.
just the pig factory?
Sure, but those things reek like bad cologne. It's different.
I'm with you there. At least humans have the courtesy to wait a while before their bodies start to stink.
Most of them.
Where are the fucking caves, Nyoga? Just point me to them. Write it down on my map. Something, anything.
What's up? Let's see. We've gone too far. Double back to the river.
Jesus Christ. Just be more helpful. Vague. You drunk again? Come on. There's nothing in the river but the waterfall, and there's no cave in the waterfall. It's just a... It's the sewer entrance to get into the pig factory. Are we supposed to try and climb there, or...?
What's up?
Tell me where to go!
We're lost. We're horribly lost. Kidding. Let's see. These caves lead up through the mountain. It ain't
What
the most direct way,
caves?
but it's the safest.
What caves? These lead nowhere. Look safe. What caves? The hatch you looked at, coming away from the... No, that's not caves. That's the sewer for the pig factory. That's the quest we did earlier. Alright, I'm Googling it. Alright, the Outer Worlds Nuka Caves. Yep, first result 5 years ago. Please help. Where is the cave entrance? I want to kill Nyoka right now. She keeps talking about caves and I cannot see any fucking caves. I'm circling around the river between the Balls Factory and the crossroads. I forget exactly what I'm doing. So it's not just me. It's not me. I'm not being stupid. Alright, looks like someone posted a picture. Let's load that up and have a look. Oh, they showed it on the map. Yeah, so it's this green marker here, apparently. That's the waterfall, isn't it? So that... How did I not see the quest marker? Now I am feeling stupid. Oh, because it's a... I wasn't looking at the distance. I was looking at the quest marker as in, yeah, the quest is that way, I know. I didn't recognize the distance, and this is not a cave, this is a transition. This is a loading door. That's why I didn't spot it, because it doesn't fucking look like you could walk in there. Yeesh. I don't remember, but maybe that's why I never went this way before. Maybe I couldn't find the cave. Cool looking in here, though.
Look up. That makeshift bridge, we gotta cross it. First we go under, then hook around to the left, then up and over.
That's more helpful. Actual directions. Right, that was slight more of them than I thought they were. Should have reconned a little bit better on that one. Thought you said these caves were safer.
Here we go. Nice one. We didn't even get our hands dirty.
Yeesh.
Tunnel here.
Now she's actually giving useful directions. Why shouldn't you do that before? There's a cave somewhere. Point to it!
I can take a hint.
Ah, shit.
That Zelda phone
That's a big
GPS?
And tiptoe around to the left or go in guns blazing. Up to you. I vote the latter.
Can't wait to give that a go. Might be a good way to actually finally 100% that game, because there's so many
The
little...
hell? Look up. What's he doing up there?
Oh. Interesting. Yeah, like all the Korok seeds and shit. I've still got a bunch of those to find. Even with a little special little mask that helps you find them, I'm still struggling. Like I found like 2/3 of them. Okay, that's a transition point. We get around to that guy. Maybe that's what this is. Nope. Weird.
And here we are. Told you we'd make it in one piece. Station ain't too far now.
Yeah, you also told me that path was safer.
Hey,
I
you!
guess it
Get over here!
technically was. Because, yeah, through the road path there's a shitload of mantiqueens. I think there's at least 3 or 4 of them. In the caves, at least, there was only, like, one we could avoid.
Wonder if Hiram's home. Oh, no.
This station's under the protection of the corporate compliance crew. You a marauder? 'Cause me and my sunshine, that's my gun if you were wondering, we don't take kindly to marauders.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. Sure, I'm totally a marauder. Yes, indeed. What marauders?
Is that a trick question? Never mind. Marauders ain't smart enough to be asking those. That's good, I guess, as I wasn't looking forward to double tapping you. You're clear, but I would caution you against pressing on ahead. This station's plumb crawling with marauders, you know.
Thanks for the tip.
Hey, we're here to help, long as the paperwork's done and the pay's good. Me and Sunshine are doing exactly what we've been tasked with, and that's guarding these big old Devil's Peak horns.
What are you waiting here for?
There is nothing I'd enjoy more, but the C3s play it by the book. Usually. Go petition the boss man. Maybe you can convince him to alter my duties. You ought to talk to my crew. They're guarding a small barracks to the southeast, by the edge of the mountain.
Right, so we can talk the marauders into taking this place with us, which I think is what I did on my second playthrough. My other question is, can I take that gun from you? Because I kind of need a new sniper. Oh, I can't pickpocket, can I? Guess we could wipe him out. It's not like we haven't killed a bunch of marauders already. Let's see how that goes.
They won't know what.
Swap to the wrong gun there. Where'd she go?
They got the drop on us.
There it is. Seriously, where'd her body go? Let's see if I can have that gun. Where's her body? Oh, is this what's left of her? That's what's left of her. It doesn't look like we can have the gun. She doesn't drop sunshine. Why? Alternate reality.
Once you're up, you just gotta go down.
Feel weird? It's because I just murdered
To be
you.
honest,
See if I could have your gun, but turns out I can't.
every time I set foot inside, I half expect the tower to fall over.
Right, scrap McCann. Now, which gun's my energy with? Oh, number 2. That's right. I swapped to number 3 before.
Okay.
Okie dokie. So, this place is crawling with guys. Let's, yeah, let's take you out first. Nice and quiet, good. Don't know if I can get you a headshot.
Mess with us.
So far, so good. I think that's a mechanical up there. Just need you to show your robot little face. I don't think he's going to walk over the edge. I think he might be inside. Boom!
Take the best shot, asshole.
Alright, fun's over. Bonk. Ooh, bonk. Bonk. Oh. It's bad aim. Ow. There we go. Jeez.
We're done here.
Jeez. 3 just really terrible shots in a row. That was embarrassing. It's on such a roll. Alright, where'd that roaming mechanical go? Oh, that was the heavy.
Hiram must have sealed the door. He spooks easy.
Hunting rifle ultra. There's a letter for there. Sealed. Oh, Harim. I've come to say hello.
You may not realize this being as you're an outsider, but the blaring alarms indicate the station's on lockdown. Which means you can't ever get to me. So leave already.
Can't do about that.
I think our sneak's pretty decent.
Here's the elevator, but ain't gonna budge while this place is on lockdown. Guess we keep moving forward. Look for another way up.
Damn it. Can't get in there. Right, bathroom. Anything good in the bathroom? There's never anything good in the bathroom. Ooh, bathroom drugs. What could possibly go wrong with bathroom drugs?
You out there, whoever you are, yes, I can see you. Come here and talk to me face to intercom.
Face to intercom, you say?
I can't tell if you're brave or simply touched in the head. What in the galaxy are you doing sniffing around my station? Unless you are, in fact, trying to suicide by Marauder? And you, Nyoka! What are you doing lugging a stranger into my station?
You could use the socialization, you son of a bitch. Also, he hired me.
To what purpose? I happen to have some significant problems I am dealing with right now. Marauders, running out of purple berry wine 3 days ago, not being able to bloody broadcast.
We'll say nothing.
I see why Nyoka tolerates you. Fine, I'll do the talking. By the hand of fate and my own cutting skill, I run this station. The Marauders may have other plans, and since my hired hands have clearly turned idle, it appears I have need of you. As my newest contractor, you may call me the Broker.
Or we can call you Hiram, on account of that's your damn name, and doubly on the account of the Broker being a dumbass alternative.
What? Everyone calls me that. Aside from you.
Okay, Broker.
See, Nyoka? I barricaded the broadcast center, but I can only hold out for so long. Clear the Marauders out, and I'll pay you double the going rate. They destroy the transmission equipment, and I'll be out of business. The elevator and doors to the second floor are back online. Hurry before I have to lock them down again.
I'll see what I can do. Still can't get in there.
Hey, elevators to your right. Get ready.
Oh yeah, I was about to say we should check on the condition. We're down at 19%, so let's fix that. Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Alright, 1, 2 only.
Something there.
Yoink. Grenade launcher. Jeez. Proactive Nyoka. He just went upstairs and started shooting immediately.
The last of them.
So anyway, she started
That's the last
blasting.
of them, I think.
Marauder free at last. I'll get the door. You'll hurry on it.
Put that away. You're making me nervous. Never thought I'd be ecstatic at having the walls painted in blood, but seeing as it's not mine, I'd say this calls for a celebration. This ought to square our debt. One hefty payment for a highly valued service rendered. But I admit, I do wonder why Nyoka has brought you to me. Allow me to pose my question in another manner. Why, in the nebula, are you here?
You know why I'm here. Can we continue our conversation from the intercom now?
If you insist. As I was telling you before, I am the premier broker for all of Monarch. Phineas must have sent you. He's the only one insane enough to send someone to Monarch to rush me. I knew it was only a matter of time before he came a-knocking. Look, I might be late, but I fulfill my contracts, always.
Oh, you do you? I have lost track of the number of beers you owe me for chasing raptidons off your stoop.
Careful. I know that line. I use it all the time.
I take offense to that. Look, okay. It might take me a while this time.
Save your excuses for someone who cares.
Caring or not won't change the facts of the matter. I am awaiting but a single incoming transmission containing the information we desire. But MSI and the Iconoclasts are clogging the airwaves from Stellar Bay and Amber Heights. In their war against each other, they're scrambling each other's outgoing transmissions.
So we kick them off.
Exactly what I was thinking. They hurt us all with their pettiness. Which of course has inadvertently affected the incoming port and my livelihood.
Alright, can't we just cut them off from inside?
No, they're jamming the limited frequencies we have at our disposal. Nothing extraplanetary can get in or out until the frequency pollution thins out. The safest bet is to convince Graham and Sanjar to stop transmitting on their end.
Alright, I could just kill them.
Do what you like. Just don't tell me about it after. I enjoy sleeping at night.
Alright.
Sure. You know where to find me if you need me.
I was expecting a bigger reaction to suggest killing them, but okie dokie. Ellie and Nyoka play well off each other. They do. They really do. I'm quite enjoying having these two as a pair. Fun and effective. And sassy. I need to worry about any of that. And deja vu. I've got a save file right here that I used to always load up to do benchmarking for GP reviews and stuff when I was using this game for it, 4 or 5 years ago. This was a very tough area Lots of long sight lines and bunches of geometry on the rocks and critters and stuff, and mantiqueens to go shoot. Very useful location. Right, so let's have a look where we're sitting. Chico Celia works for Sanjay at the Riverside building. Right. So, we gotta go to speak to Sanj anyway for this one. So we might as well tick that first. Just in case I decide to kill Sanj. Let's zerp all the way back. Because it's a long bloody walk. To see how big the whole script for this game, how many pages worth of great dialogue. Yeah, like one of the I forgot the channel name again. They do documentaries of behind the scenes gaming stuff. What is the name of that channel? Anyway, they did a series on this game, and one of them was about the sound design and interviewing one of the guys responsible for that. He was talking about all the different conversational tones and interplay, and sort of trying to get that tone right and that delivery right, so it emotionally resonates and sounds proper. Hello.
Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today?
Right. Oh yeah, Grim.
You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse. But I'll warn you, Grim wore her patience thin a long time ago.
Yeah, I get the vibe from him. Alright, what about this money chubby you were talking about?
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid.
Why?
Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or a mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really.
Why?
So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else. Sort of the strong, silent type. Unfortunately,
Not the
my
vibe I got
apartment's
from him.
kind of filling up with his stuff. And some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell.
So, she's buying a bunch of animal parts off the animal parts dealer because she wants to talk with him. Stupid and sweet. Just ask him on a date.
I couldn't. What if he says no?
And you can stop buying animal
Maybe you
guts.
could ask him for me.
Either way.
I mean, a no would still be bad, but it won't be quite as embarrassing if you ask. Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he
you
breathes
15?
through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work.
As for you,
Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my
this
schedule.
guy's
This
gross.
newcomer has a meeting with me.
Stop talking about moist loins. We can have a conversation, right, buddy? You have a meeting with me.
You'd be a hit in Byzantium.
Did you hear that power play, Celia? They don't make them like this anymore in Halcyon. I only hope you don't judge me by my handshake. Now, what business brings you here?
Charting my own path, going where the wind takes me.
What a charming notion. One doesn't meet many free spirits in Halcyon. Not outside Tartarus prison, anyway. Forgive me, I'd be positively enraptured. Only, I take it this means you aren't here for Saltuna.
I am not here for Saltuna.
Oh, a shame. I'd been saving a bottle of iceberg-aged whiskey for an occasion like this. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board.
Stop using words like moist in bosom and loins. You're a businessman. Stop being creepy. Sounds like a personal problem. I've got other concerns.
What can I do for you?
Right, I need MSI to stop broadcasting. You're jamming Devil's Peak Station.
You think we're the problem? Have you even heard the nonsense Graham is spewing? It isn't easy keeping a town like Stellar Bay afloat, especially without the board's backing. We need that frequency to reach our trading partners.
Right. I'll deal with Graham. Right now, I'm talking to you.
My, you know how to take control of a situation, don't you? It's warm in here. Is anyone else warm?
Oh, this guy gives
What
me
he
the
means
creeps.
to say is that we'll happily oblige. But first, we need your help with the plan to get MSI restored to the board.
Not as badly as you need me to control my itchy trigger finger.
You're so dangerous, so unbridled.
Please ignore him, and at least hear us out. Helping us get MSI back on the board would give you connections in high places.
There's something to be said for that, Captain.
Boss, care to explain the plan?
It's a two-pronged approach. The first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
Fine. What do you mean?
With a Bolt 52 cartridge, of course. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting with the Bolt 52, we won't need to advertise anymore. We can stop our transmissions altogether.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Sounds useful. What is it?
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
Never realized fighting the bureaucracy could be this interesting.
It is quite the rush.
Ordnance or ordnance?
An ordinance, of course. We do things in a civilized fashion here. Not like Graham's iconoclasts.
Hey now, they may not shower as much as you do, but they've got their own sort of civil.
Right, where is it?
In the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in. These days it's overrun with marauders and raptidons.
Marauders. Why are you saying it in that way?
Saying what? Which way?
Arms. You're saying arms instead of arms.
That's just what it's called. It's supposed to stand for something, but I forget what.
Fine, I'll see what I can do.
Good enough. I know when to settle. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Dangerous information, you say?
You think you're tough waving that thing around?
Creep. Creep! Alright, where are we going?
Help! Someone's been killed!
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Get yourself together. What happened?
I clean the apartments while everyone's at work. I've seen all sorts of messes, but this... If you're going into the apartments, Do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
Lower one to the right.
Even Stellar Bay ain't safe these days. What's the world coming to?
Not much I can do for this guy.
Several ragged outfits, all of the same cut and color, were stuffed into this suitcase. Stainless steel rat. It's not clear what happened to the victim, but something in the apartment might point you in the right direction. There's a suitcase full of clothes by the door. No, there isn't. See a suitcase by the door. I see a shoulder bag. What am I missing? This probably. There's a betting slip with some increasingly bold wagers made for a team called Mostly Colonists. It's from the left field tossball betting. Right, someone was delinquent on their bets. Come back to that. Although, it's probably in town. Let's see if we can clear it up before we go. Building. You there.
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest tossball games. So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial H Mammoths.
I play Freddy Clear's Darlings. Don't you recognize me? Let's try the lie.
I'd heard they'd gotten a new hacker. Is that why everyone's making such a fuss about you? But what are you doing on Monarch?
This is part of a goodwill tour of Halcyon. We're meeting fans.
Maybe we're not so isolated as I thought. So, what can I do for you?
I've got you on side now. Let's talk about a betting slip in a dead man's apartment. Any idea what happened?
Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth.
I'm listening.
Right. So the thing with Isaac is he didn't know where to stop. He'd get stuck on something, and he just couldn't let it go. Sometimes he'd drink Purpleberry Punch by the liter. Other times he'd keep betting on a losing team. Started owing the wrong people money.
Who did he owe?
I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over tossball games. They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them.
Thank you.
Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do.
I don't remember doing this quest.
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
Must have not heard the guy scream about someone being dead. I wonder if it's the only opportunity to pick up this quest. Doesn't sound like we can overhear anything.
Who the fuck are you? Hey, what are you doing here? This is our secret alley. Berta already pissed by those
Secret?
crates to Mark.
Shut up. I know you murdered Isaac.
Listen, that purple-toothed twerp had it coming. Not that anyone has proof. And not that it's any of your business.
Well, he's right. We're not getting paid to do this, are we? But we could use the reputation increase. You don't want to mess with Sublight's VP of Aggressive Acquisitions.
Well, wait, you're the new Sublight partner? Look, I don't want any trouble.
Man, everyone shits their pants at the mention, don't they? Then get out of here. And never return.
You won't see us again, I promise.
Yoka? You want to let him pass? There you go. Alright. A little bit of bluster and intimidation goes a long way.
Well, I see you've had a sobering effect on our friend Nyoka.
Don't you talk about my Nyoka.
Sir, please stop.
Forgive me, Celia. I couldn't help myself. Anyway,
So gonna shoot
what
you.
can I do for you?
I'm gonna shoot you. Isaac Rose is dead. I found the people who killed him.
But that's terrible. What happened?
It was Elijah and his hooligan friends. I ran them out of
I'm
town.
glad to hear you've dealt with them. They've been causing quite a bit of trouble around town. I've been consumed with other matters of late, but I would have dealt with them. Eventually.
Sure you would have, buddy. Sure. It's a dialogue option. Of course, of course, of course, of course.
Of course I would have. Still, your intervention in the matter is much appreciated. Please consider this payment for your services.
Right. I want to talk about Grim while we're here.
I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff?
Did a bang-up job.
Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you?
Gotta go. Alright, that was worthwhile. XP and cash. Spectacular amount, but decent. Right, zoop. So, right, the bolts. There we go. Now, where are we going exactly? Okie dokie. Whoop, puppies respawned.
Careful. Only things you'll find in the ruins are liable to shoot you or eat you. You're in for it now.
Raptophobia. Alright, dexterity, perception, temperament, do 1 for a perk point. Reject. No, thank you. Shoulder bag instead of suit. Yeah, I'm still stuck on that too. Keep thinking about it. Clearly not a suitcase. Who would think that was a suitcase? I think whoever wrote that particular dialogue, like someone on the graphics team made a change, and somehow that meeting never happened. Right, so we're maxed out on Persuade and handguns. Lie doesn't get us much. Sneak. If we get that to 20, we get underwear enemies while crouched to deal bonus damage. Well, I've been doing that anyway, so we might as well have that. And I guess long guns can have the rest. Right. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. How do we get in there? Ah. There's a ramp coming across those roofs. And can't get into that door though. There's a ramp going across that one. Can't get into that door.
Kill.
There's a ladder there. Yoink. Come on. Did you hurt yourself coming down the stairs? Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Hello? Sanjay has a bad habit of padding his reports with numbers and statistics. Not very good with slogans, jingles, taglines. Alright, this is the information he wants wiped. Suggest a preoccupation with details and startling lack of vision. Cannot recommend him for any further advancement. Needs improvement in the following areas: in personnel communication, brevity, delegation, idea generation. Oops. Spoof the login credentials because we got hacked 20. Lovely. Okay. Understanding of product messaging branding is impressive. Graham has issues with brevity. Okay, him as well. Dora. Lack of brief, yeah. Delegation skills are also top notch. Build a lengthy meeting around any topic you're at. So they like Dora. Gone. All the incriminating events gone. Now then. About that locked door.
Hello? Hello? I hear boots out there. Wait, can rats wear boots?
It's not like I wrapped it on.
Get away!
Idiot. Who's in there?
Oh, thank the Eternal. I'm Huxley. Hux if you're lazy. I'm stuck. My friends and I were scavenging here, and a Manta Queen showed up. Then Raptidons. It was a void-blasted mess. I ran in here, and, now the door's locked. Little help?
Well, I need to get in that room. Maybe I'll let you starve first. That's the Cad Bane response.
Rude. I'll have you know I can go for whole days without a snack. I'll be here if you change your mind. On account of I can't do anything else. Oh, hey! You want to help a girl out?
I just wanted to let you know how this fresh air and open space is.
Liar. This is Monarch. There ain't fresh air anywhere.
Fair enough.
Oh, hey! You want to help a girl out?
Alright, fine.
Phew. Thanks, mister. My buddy had a key, but I ain't heard him in a while. He locked me in here and took off. Probably got munched.
Probably.
So look for a dead guy, I guess. Or a rat. Maybe it's in a rat belly. Gross.
Things are trapped. You want us to answer a few things. There must be a way to open this from the inside.
What do you mean? It's locked.
You're right, but these doors lock from the inside.
But it's... Okay, I mean, I'll try. But I'm pretty sure you can't open a locked... Oh, my eternal soul! It worked!
Oh my god. You stupid bastard.
Thank you so much. It was getting all stuffy in there, and I was getting a mite lightheaded, and I think maybe I was gonna die. Now I'm out here, and I'm headed back to Amber Heights.
works. Still landing yourself in trouble, eh, Hux?
Oh, hi, Nyoka. You mind giving me an escort back
I
home?
went and found the key the first time I did this quest.
You're traveling with someone. Never mind.
I'm pretty sure I went and found the key. The trouble you caused me, you're dying here? No, let's not do that. Nyoka seems to like her. Normally when you give up something, they give you something for the trouble? That's the response.
But I ain't got nothing on me. How's about a heaping helping of appreciation and respect?
How about a high five? Alright, we can lie. That's a boosted one from our doc with us. You owe me recompense, non-negotiable. Give me something or I'm stuffing you back in there. I can't buy ammo with appreciation and respect. Let's try the lie.
Ah, shit. I wouldn't have agreed to be saved if I'd known that. All right, here.
Just beat it.
Yes, sir.
600 bits for lying to an idiot. A lot of other characters I roleplay, I wouldn't have been okay with that, but made sense for this guy. Poor thing. Poor stupid, stupid thing. Alright. Whoop.
What's up?
I was wondering if she was going to have something relevant to say about her friend there, but guess not. Ooh, what's that? An instance location.
A visitor? What an unexpected surprise!
Yeah, I
Please,
was about
come
to say the
in.
same thing to you.
Come in.
I'm getting real bad fight or flight right now. Watch
Yeah,
your step. People ain't this friendly outside city walls.
that's what I was thinking.
In my experience, any stranger this friendly either wants to rob and airlock you or sell you something.
Nonsense. Out here in the wilderness, we welcome all who come to our door. Now come in, make yourselves comfortable.
I think I know that voice actor. That sounds real familiar. Alright.
Excellent. You've arrived at just the right time. My wife is putting the finishing touches on dinner. Please, make yourself at home until it's ready.
Something ain't right about this.
I'm just gonna take a leak. Alright.
Hey, what are you doing in my room?
If you don't want people going through your stuff, lock it up.
Maybe I'll tell Mama and Papa. Then you'll be sorry. You're trying to steal the last of my rocket candies, aren't you?
Rocket candies?
The ones that come in a bottle with a rocket ship on it. Like the other man used to bring.
What the hell's going on here?
I'm not telling you.
Rocket candies. Poetry. Bad poetry. Food makes me sick. Water makes me sick. Always hungry. I can't think. What the shit is going on in this creepy little house? Pretty sure I've missed this one. Both my other full playthroughs as well. Locked room. House key. Bet you that didn't work. Nope. House key, house key, house key. Well, I could probably take it off someone's dead body. But I can't pickpocket because I don't have that skill.
Spacer's choice pills, they cure all your ills. Spacer's choice pills, they cure all your ills.
Don't happen to have a creepy downstairs, do you?
What a pleasant surprise. And just when I was beginning to fear we'd seen the last of good company for a spell. Yet the Eternal provides, does it not?
If you're so eager for company, why are you living out here?
The Eternal does not desire that we huddle and hide, crowded in by walls. We all share the spark of the divine, and we were made to spread it across the stars. Out here, we are free. And even apart from society, the universe provides for us, as your being here proves.
What do you mean by that?
Just that your presence here is a gift to us, and one that we don't take for granted. Look at me, prattling on as if this gravy is going to cook itself. Why don't you run along until we are ready for dinner?
Yeah, these guys are cannibals, aren't they?
Oh, hello there. You come for dinner?
Yep. Yep. They want us. They want to have us for dinner. I guess so.
That's nice. We had someone else over a week ago or yesterday. I forget.
A few rungs short of a ladder, aren't you, buddy?
You got a funny way of putting things. I used to be good with words, but it feels like there's this fog. Sorry, have we talked about this before?
Maybe I can help?
That's nice of you. I usually feel better after I eat. Mama said dinner's almost ready, huh?
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Going silent. This'll be fun. Don't mess with us.
Milk chocolate bar. Didn't have the key on her. Alright, who do you reckon's going to be the bigger threat? Probably a big dumb guy.
Go.
Again.
Rum. House key. Level head. Not stealing anymore.
I've seen and made my share of corpses, but this is downright unsettling.
Mm-hmm.
Sulfur-sodden assholes. Ain't enough that the raps eat everyone? Now people are doing it too?
Braxton H. Work ID. If lost, please return to Ballard Farmer or current supervisor of MSI Fishery Operations. Yep. Yep. Right. No regrets about doing that. Not going to swallow this goes for you. Yeah, I wasn't looking at chat anyway. Like I could see chat going dunk dunk. I wasn't going to look just in case someone did spoil it for me. Yeah. Creepy vibes from those guys. Ah, crap. Surprised we couldn't take the knife out of that.
Don't bother knocking on any doors. If anyone's inside, they're liable to respond with gunfire.
Yeah, I'm surprised we couldn't take the knife out of the victim. Looked like we could, but there was clearly some sort of acidic blade, which I don't know, probably helps them cut through femurs and stuff a little bit easier. Jesus Christ. Back in Zimbabwe, we used to call it long pig. Alright, got the thing, and also got rid of your incriminating evidence.
A fine day for business, isn't it? Anyway, what can I do for you?
You can pay me what that job was worth, is what you can do.
You weren't supposed to look. I asked you to delete it.
It was already open.
Oh, yes. No doubt someone else was having a laugh at my expense before you.
No doubt.
This has been my albatross. The great shame of my career. I give MSI everything. My work, my youth, my left kidney, and for
Maybe you
years,
should have taken the advice to heart.
it was a joke to them.
Left kidney?
One of the executives required a transplant.
He's lucky they didn't want a liver or a heart.
I thought volunteering to donate might improve my prospects.
Volunteering, right. Did it?
Apparently not.
That's what you get for giving so much of yourself over to a corporation.
Oh, perhaps they were right. After all, what have I built? Stellar Bay is barely keeping afloat.
Do you want a medal? Right, this place is a garbage heap.
Please, I can't think about this right now. Celia, schedule 30 minutes of inconsolable weeping later today.
I'll pad it out with an extra 15, sir.
Now, was there something else you need?
Yeah, I got the thingy.
Oh, yes.
One MacGuffin.
I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
Try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been toppled with less.
Exactly, it's a dedicator who's going to help.
What a question! Bureaucratic micromanagement is the only way anything gets done in Halcyon, and proper documentation is a key part of that. For our part, a bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board.
Spare me the details, just tell me what comes next.
Corporate espionage. How was that, Celia? Did I sell it?
Your best delivery yet, sir.
Get on with it.
I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating on Monarch. Illegally and in secret.
Really? Most of the time they do illegal stuff out in the open. Cheaper that way.
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board.
What does it mean for me?
If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Perhaps she could be convinced to tell you where they are.
I don't know how to make people talk.
Oh, I imagine you do. But
Just
as
can't
much
get
as
you
I
to stop.
love your can-do attitude and dangerous gravitas, Catherine handles all of our shipments. So it would be best if you could leave her in one piece. Is that how you people put it?
Watch it with the you people.
Of course. I didn't mean to make assumptions. Once you, subtly work out where this corporate facility might be, bring back proof of its operation. Maybe some nice letterhead. Or someone working there. That would do it.
Infiltrate secret corporate base. Kidnap the staff. Sure.
A foolproof plan if I ever heard one. I'll leave the execution to you.
God, you're a creep. You're such a fucking creep. How are we doing for time? Alright. Might take a quick break before we leave town again. So, what are we doing in Monarch still? Velma at the warehouse. And Velma at the fish... Wait. Velma at the warehouse, Velma at the fishery. Two Velmas. Weird. Alright, let's take the ID back from our cannibal victim, and then I'll take my break.
Smells like wrapped in here.
Oh, it does work. I bought some musk from Sebastian to cover up the saltiness. Trust me,
Velma.
Hey, Velma, I got your caffeinoid pills.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry.
Settle down. Take it easy. Catherine said she'd shove you in a box if you keep running you up like that.
Did she now? Well, I can see I was mistaken. Because if Catherine really had sent you, there'd be a lot more expletives in your message. I hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing.
Yeah, about that. Your chief what?
Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors. He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess.
Yeah, I got some bad news about that bloke.
That he's got his load on and I'm stuck covering his shift?
Killed by cannibals in the ruins.
That's... Wow. I sure feel like an ass now.
Yup. Cheer up. Maybe now you can hire someone better.
Oh, sure. Because Monarch's just teeming with experts in the finer points of salt tuna health. Still, it's good to know what happened to him. And that I ought to start looking for a replacement. Something else on your mind?
Can we push her reward? Nope, guess not. Grimm's poster though, we need to talk about that.
This again? I swear, this is the last time I contract for any special requests. You can tell Grimm his poster came in. You can also tell him I got a better offer for it. So now it's going to Nell.
You bitch.
That about cover it?
I'd be so mad if someone did that to me. If I ordered some special merch for something I loved and the importer sold it to someone else. You bastard. Who the fuck is Nell?
She runs the betting parlor across the way.
Oh, yeah.
Nice professional lady.
Met her.
She asked me about the poster once. Just once. Made a real generous offer, too.
She does sound easy to deal with.
I don't have time for Grimm, even when I'm not working doubles.
Still have the poster?
It's staying locked up in my office until Nell shows with her money.
Don't say. Didn't he pay for it?
No. I paid Sublight for it. So, it's mine. And when Nell pays me for it, it'll be hers. Grimm may have asked for the poster, but it's not his until I take his money.
Yeah, if he didn't actually pay for it yet, alright. That's less shitty of you. Still pretty shitty, but less shitty. How can we work out?
Sure can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering.
Another common food at Halcyon is... Yeah, I knew about the cysty pigs. I didn't know they grew the tumors on fish as well, but I guess that makes sense. Oh, hey, we've got Persuade option because we found Braxton. That's interesting. I don't think she's going to pull for that, though. She seems pretty all business. Can bribe for 720. I'm going to try Persuade.
Fair enough. The damn thing's been a headache anyway. Take the poster then. And if I never hear another word about it, it'll be too soon.
So, neither party paid for it yet. Presumably, we can give it back to Graham and ask for the money, or I wonder if we could take it to the betting parlor and sell it to, what's your name, ourselves. What's that betting parlor? Where was it? There There it is. Well?
Here to catch a game? I'm afraid the transmission's still pretty bad. What can I do for you?
Nope. Interesting. Would have expected that to be an option for a game like this, considering the attention to detail to so many different alternate paths in a lot of quests that we have. Oh well, good luck for Graham though. Guess he gets his poster after all. Steamio just got the Outer Worlds for free. Nice. From Steam Family. Ah, cool. Hope you enjoy it. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and fast travel to the landing pad. But yeah, you definitely should try it out because it is...
I ought to mention, the Iconoclasts are loyal folk. Treat them right, they'll do the same. Turn on them, they'll open fire without a second thought.
What's going on here? Oh, it's censure. Yeah, it is really good. Like, this will be my third full playthrough. I did have a partial playthrough on the Switch version, but at launch the Switch version was kind of horribly optimized and just kind of all kinds of terrible. So I never actually finished that one.
We felled it, mind. But we lost 2 runners and 5 gun hands.
Cystic Pigs and Timberfish, all part of a balanced diet.
So much for the ruins.
And hell only knows where the Van Noys are. They never
It's me,
show.
Graham. It's Graham.
A stranger comes to our home. If you're looking for a path to walk, you've found one. If you're looking for a teacher, I am one. Welcome to the Iconoclasts.
I had the wrong quest marked. It's alright. I need to do this anyway. I need you to stop using Devil's Peak.
Stop? No.
Hey, bad kid.
Spreading the truth is the only way to combat the board's poisonous campaign of propaganda against their people.
Broadcasts aren't working. Nobody's listening.
I realize the board has blockaded our efforts, but Devil's Peak is an interplanetary radio tower. Surely somebody is listening.
Nobody who cares.
Surely.
Been around the colony, never heard of it. Not that it's not getting out, it's just people who don't, who hear it don't care. Don't really care how effective it is, so seem to sound quiet. I mean, the first issue, the first option is the truth.
Graham, we should be focusing on survival anyway.
There you go.
Food, ammo, and medicine.
Listen to Zora.
Maybe now's the time to pivot.
Pivot, huh? If radio
Pivot.
isn't working, we might try another way. It seems the captain's timing is more than just serendipitous. It must be fate. I've had my sights on an old printing press for some time. The board uses magazines and advertisements to subtly focus the colony's attention. We will use their tricks against them.
Wait, that's not what I meant.
Help me clear out and repair the press, and I will have no need for that rust bucket of a radio tower.
All right, buddy. I'm sure pamphlets are going to do way better. Fine.
Wonderful. I requisitioned replacement rollers for it some time ago. Huxley should have delivered them yesterday. Speaking of which, where is Huxley?
You bought rollers? You haven't even cleared the wraps out yet. What are you doing wasting bits on... Forget it. Huxley's still recovering. She won't be up for a run for a while yet.
It seems we're out a runner. If you intend to help our cause, I'll ask you to meet our MSI supplier in her stead.
Okie MSI supplies you?
One of our sympathizers. A woman named Carlotta periodically buys goods on our behalf from Stellar Bay's store. Stellar Bay has caught on, but they remain friendly, though the goods now come at a considerable markup.
The Switch version works, but yeah, the Switch version is actually, like, they've fixed it. It works way better now. It doesn't hitch anymore. The textures load properly. It runs reasonably smoothly. The frame rate used to be fucking awful. Yeah, and I was going to do this last playthrough before the sequel comes out later this year on the Switch version, but yeah, it's much better now than it was, but it's still not terrific. Alright, where's the supply?
She meets us in the ruins of Bayside Terrace. From our compound, follow the road north.
Right. The runner from the northern ruins, I helped her get out of there.
So you're her mysterious savior.
I am.
She sings your praises.
That girl and her songs, so eager to learn, so bright-eyed, so tone-deaf.
Dumb. Is that what you're looking for? She's dumb.
Wonderful. While you're at it, I wonder if Carlotta still has those high-capacity cartridges? Grab a few, will you? There should be some funds left over from the last shipment. We can use them to copy and modify radio serials. Yes, not just magazines, but their precious dramas.
Unbelievable. I hope I don't have to tell you this, but if there is extra money, would you mind buying, I don't know, food and medicine? Graham, if you need me, I'll be in triage.
I like Zora. This guy's an idiot. Just fanaticist. Alright, so while we're safe and sound in here, I'll take my break. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna have a stretch, make a coffee, be back in a couple.